Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's the second week that we've been doing 4 days a week training, Tuesday through Fridays on cryptocurrency, all about crypto. And boy, just some invaluable information, some step-by-step stuff that you can go through. And if you want to go find that stuff on the WhatsApp stream, jump right in there and go to the top right-hand corner to the three dots. And in the three dots, if you go to here, I'll just press on it right now. Sorry. If you go to group media, you can either go to documents or links. And most of these, all of these would be on links. And if you, or you can just scroll up and find them. But if you go to links, you can find almost every one of the recordings, plus recordings that have been posted from presentations to use. Monday night's presentation was absolutely phenomenal by Mr. Corey. Tomorrow, and many of you know this gentleman, some of you don't. If you don't know him, you want to be on here tomorrow with Mr. Brian Frazier. He is an absolute awesome teacher, and he's going to teach on a platform that I don't think we've seen on here yet. And then on Thursday, we get you know who one more time. One more time, the man with the seats behind him, Mr. Corey and the coffee. Corey and the coffee on Thursday. Then Friday, if somebody doesn't step up yet for Friday, if you'd like to teach on Friday, let us know if or whatnot, or we'll do some recapping and some Q&A. If I have a couple ideas, but trying to see who else can show and wants to show how they're buying crypto, how they're getting themselves set up to win, to help their teammates buy crypto and their new people buy crypto. That's the whole purpose of this right now, is to get everybody self-sufficient in the buying, the sending, the trading, the swapping, all of that good stuff, so that they can duplicate themselves and build a business here, because we all know that the comp plan is absolutely phenomenal here, and just with the just very little efforts, people are making thousands of dollars a week. And I know that it's one of the best incomes that I've ever brought in the industry of building teams. And so that's absolutely incredible. And it takes a little pressure off of the dog grooming shop in Aspen, takes a little pressure off of the daily walk, and also creates lifestyle changes like our RV purchase and whatnot. And so that's why we're doing this, because we know that we had the easy street with peer payments, and now peer payments have turned into, does your sponsor or does your upline have crypto? Because everything is crypto in and crypto out, and that's what Bobby wants. That's what Bobby's talked about, and that's what's going to bring us to the next level. So let's all get real comfortable with that, so that we can start living the crypto lifestyle, and start even buying our groceries this way, and learning, how do people really live on crypto? How do they really do it? Because they do it. There's many people that I know that haven't done anything but lived on crypto for a long time. Well, guess what's going to happen right now is Miss Andrea is going to teach us how she uses it. Round three, I think she's going to recap some of what she's talked about to get to round three, and then she's going to take us into round three for her teachings. And again, if you want to teach on this, please text me. If you don't know my number, check with somebody or whatever. But text me and we will help you. But without further ado, let me turn over this Tuesday morning to Miss Andrea Krasinski. Andrea, TEXIT Ranger, Andrea Krasinski. Take it away.
Good morning, everybody. And Thomas, thank you. And I would really like to know how people are living strictly on crypto. I'm learning it slowly, and we're doing a pretty good job. So far, it's been a great savings for Mark and I as well, what we've been doing. And so, this has been a blessing, and I thank you, and just want you to know we appreciate all that you've done for us since we started this, and for you bringing it to all of us. Today is part 3 of Crypto.com, and I'm going to share my screen with you. And as Thomas mentioned, once we're done with the slides, and I'll go ahead and show you a little walkthrough. So today I'm going to show you how to connect the on-chain non-custodial wallet that we talked about last week to the actual Crypto.com app, which is a custodial wallet. And just a quick refresher, a non-custodial wallet is you have full control over it. You hold the keywords, the key phrases, seed words, whichever way you want to say it, but it's the phrases that holds and locks the key to that wallet for your safety. Keep in mind, maybe look at it as not your keys, not your coins, meaning if you don't have those seed words, they're not really yours. And then the custodial wallet is an exchange like Exodus or the Crypto.com actual app, and you want to look at that as maybe like a traditional bank where they control what you do with your money and when. This app is perfect for beginners. And so today I'm just going to show you how we're going to take the non-custodial wallet, connect it to your custodial wallet, and buy and exchange your coins. So the first step we're going to do is when you come to your home screen on your on-chain for Crypto.com, you're going to click on the wallet down on the bottom right. Then you're going to go to the top right corner and click the gear wheel. When you click the gear wheel, it's going to bring down your settings. Now remember last week we talked about your recovery phrase, changing the passcode, your two-factor. Just below all that, you're going to see connect to Crypto.com. Once you click on that button, you're going to get a page on the left that looks kind of like this. It's the terms and conditions page, and there's 3 boxes that you will check. So you're going to check, you want to transfer funds, you want to buy crypto in the Crypto.com on-chain using card or cash account, and then you're going to click by connecting the apps you understand the connection will associate with your Crypto.com identity. Then it's going to say you're connecting. So on the on-chain, and I'll show you this in the live version, but on on-chain, you can have multiple wallets inside that one wallet. So you're going to have to select which one you want to connect to with Crypto.com because you're only allowed to have one wallet connected. Once you choose that wallet, you're going to click connect. It's going to take you over to the next page, which is going to ask for the email. The email that it wants is the email that you use for Crypto.com. And you're going to say, click send connection email. You're going to go to your email and it's going to send a verification for you to click on. Once you get to that email, now depending, I know a lot of Apple users like to use their biometrics, so that is known as a passkey on here. So that's the term it'll use as passkey, where it does the facial recognition, or you can use your 2FA if you set up the Google Authenticator. If you did the Google Authenticator, you will need to click on you cannot use your passkey. You're going to go to your Authenticator app, click the 6-digit code it gives you. You'll paste it in there and tap continue, and then you'll ask them to authorize the connection. Now, if you do not get an email, there's some important things here. You want to check the spelling of your email. You want to make sure it's the correct email that you're using. And then any information that you have put in your Crypto.com, you want to make sure you're fully verified before you do this step on Crypto.com. And then you're only going to connect the one account on on-chain, so don't try to connect 2 of them. Now I know you guys are excited, and here's the question. How do we purchase that cryptocurrency using both of them? Well, let me show you. You're going to open up your Crypto.com on-chain, and there's 3 ways that you can actually click the buy button. So I'm going to show you on this very first picture on the left-hand side here. On the home page, there's a big blue Buy Crypto button. Down at the bottom in the center, there's like half arrows, one pointing left or right. And then you could go to your asset page or the wallet. So when you click any of those three, you're going to be able to select what crypto you want to buy. If you want to buy, receive, send, if you're going to do any swapping, you're going to be able to see that. Once you click on buy, you're going to choose which crypto or token you want to get. Remember, no matter which token it is, if it's USDC, Binance, Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever you want that you're going to purchase, if it's Tether USDT, you want to make sure you're on the correct network. And I'll show you how to do that. So your network, once you select your token, your network is going to be at the very top. So you want to make sure you're on the correct one. For this, I was using USDC as an example. So I want the Ethereum. Then you're going to put in how much you want. If it's $100, $2,000, you're just going to put it in, and then underneath it, it's going to show you exactly what you're purchasing. Then you're going to select where you want to, what you're going to use to buy. So you had the Google Pay, the credit card or debit card. In this case, we're going to use Crypto.com to connect. So you can use the link for your USD account, or if you're going to use a debit or credit card, you click link now with Crypto.com, credit or debit. Once you select your payment, you're just going to click on continue, and then it's going to pop up on review. You're going to see, your amount you purchased, the transfer fees, how much you'll be receiving, what is the exchange rate, how did you pay? So did you use the Crypto.com Visa card? Did you use a bank card? It will show you right there. And then it's going to show you a card fee. I do know if you're using a credit or debit card, it's like 2.9% that they do charge you for that to purchase. If you're using the Crypto.com debit card, it's free to use to buy and transfer over. And then it'll tell you your processing time. Once you see the confirm page, everything looks good, you're just going to hit confirm purchase. The next page will ask you for the app passcode. That is your 6-digit code that you used in Crypto.com as your security login. And you're just going to type that in there and hit continue. And then you're going to come to the completion page. It's going to say you're all done. You click view. You can see at the bottom, if you view details, it's going to show you exactly what you purchased, if it's pending, if it's been processed, if it's completed. And then you'll also get a notification in your email or up top on your phone if you have it set up that it's done. So it's super quick and easy once you're connected to buy. And there you have it. We did it. We just bought crypto. So quick and easy. I'm going to stop screen share. And that's really all it takes to do the on-chain. I'm going to try to connect my phone without echoing, and I do apologize if it echoes in advance. But we're going to get there, and I'm going to share my screen that way. Thomas, do you mind making me co-host?
You're co-host, Andrea.
No, on my phone.
So,
Once he admits me, that is.
I got you.
Thank you, Corey. Okay. We're going to hit share. Nope. Did he disappear on us? In the meantime, do we have any questions? I know that was kind of quick.
You're all co-hosted.
Good. Thank you.
Couldn't find you.
I'm going to share. Okay, you guys can see that okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my crypto wallet apps, and I'm going to open up my Crypto.com account, because you want to make sure that's opened. And that's the code we're talking about. And then I want to open up the ONCHAIN. So you want both of them open at the same time. So this is the ONCHAIN. Now I'm going to change it from testing to the one that I have connected. And I'm going to tap on the bottom button to send, receive, buy, or swap, and we're going to buy. Once you're in there, I'm going to scroll down and I'll buy some USDC. And we'll do $50. And as you can see, I'm already linked with the Crypto.com app. So whatever I use on that end, I'm going to use on this end. And I'm just going to hit continue. Okay. Maybe. Okay, let's do something else. See if I can do a different one. There we go. So do you see where it says USD account, buy instantly, no fees? That is actually your fiat. So that one is cash account. So it's just going to go in regular USD and then you swap it into the coin. Let's see if that one will work since that's linked up too. So as you can see, it's doing all the transferring between the two. You put in your passcode. And then it's going to ask me how much I want to buy. We're going to click on deposit. And you could do instant, ACH, wire, debit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay. They take all of those. And we're going to do the debit card. I'm going to do 50. And we're going to say deposit. Then you're going to understand, click the terms that you know there's a fee, and then you acknowledge the card belongs to you, you hit continue. And then you're going to confirm the fee 75 cents, what card you're using, hit confirm, put in your passcode again. And then it's going to make sure your card is correct and processed. And I'm going to hit continue. I'll get a pop-up code to copy. 984769. We're going to paste it and hit submit. And if I did this right, it should show up in my ONCHAIN as well. So fingers crossed. And there you go. Your request to add funds, tap anywhere to continue. And there's my balance. And that's all there is to it. Quick and easy. That's it. Does anybody have any questions?
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Okay, I have a question. So the crypto.com, that's centralized. The on-chain is DeFi. You have your 12 words for it. So,
Correct.
okay. So I guess the reason for having the on-chain is because it's DeFi, but with it still being connected to your crypto.com, it would seem as if there's still some kind of control there from crypto.com.
So Crypto.com is like your main port where you want to transfer or send or buy, but it's connected to the other on-chain where it's secured with your seed words. So anything you have in Crypto.com, you would want to put into your on-chain because it's more secure. You don't want to leave $5,000 just on your Crypto.com. You want to move that over to where it's secure. It's only connected for payments to buy.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Andrea, if like for example, I have money in the crypto.com and I have two different passwords for both of them, which is kind of odd, I think. I don't remember. I mean, I've had it set up for so long. And I can transfer that over to my DeFi wallet, right? Or why is it not
Correct.
showing up over there?
So you're going to send, and then you're going to do, you're going to click on send in your crypto.com, and you're going to paste your receive address from your on-chain.
So is there a
where you're gonna
fee
send it
between the
to.
two of them?
No, because they're both crypto.com.
Okay.
Beautiful. What other questions?
I know today was short and sweet. Sorry, guys.
We love short and sweet. We love to the point. Don't apologize for great training.
So you do want to make sure you download first the crypto.com, then you're going to download the on-chain, but your crypto.com must be KYC verified first before you do the on-chain, or it will not connect and work.
Yeah, and I just connected really easily with a follow along with you. It took me another minute to go back and forth while I was watching you on verification, but because I have two factors, but it went right away, and I'm connected. So
Nice.
for the first time, yeah.
Yeah, I have a question, Thomas and Andrea. When you tried the first process for $50, it didn't work. Then you went to USD, and I noticed it said Aptos at the top. Aptos is what?
Aptos is another network. You could do, they have Aptos, you could do your Arbitrum, you got Base, you have Ethereum. So it's just another network. The Arbitrum Ethereum, and I did find this last night, so great question, Bill. Arbitrum Ethereum on the on-chain is the same exact thing as just Ethereum. So it will work with any ERC20 purchases, just so you know. So it's a little bit different verbiage on the on-chain than it is the crypto.com.
Perfect, thank you. And one other question is, when you went to the Aptos, there was a place to put in $50, but you went to another screen a couple steps before you put the 50. So do you put the 50 in the one screen, in the first screen, or the second or third screen?
So the $50 is going to be on the same screen. So after you select which coin you want to buy, the next screen is going to have you pick your network, put in the amount you want, and choose how you're going to pay.
Okay,
So it's going to do all three of those on that one screen.
okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And
Any other-
Andrea, I have a question on the credit card that you were talking about before. When you apply for the credit card, is it USDC that's on it or is it fiat?
It's USDC. So I use the Visa debit card, and when we get commission, if you take the cash USDC commission, when I get it, I hold on to it in that wallet for if I have anybody signing up. But I take half and I put it on the Visa debit card. So this is where I said I'm learning to use crypto more than my bank account, because I never send it to my bank account. I just leave it on the Visa debit card because you could go shopping, pay bills, do whatever you want on there.
So you can use it even though it's crypto.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't sure on that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And it's nice because you don't have to worry about, oh, what bank do I want to send it to? And anywhere Visa is allowed, your debit card works.
Including ATMs.
Oh, yeah.
Who else?
I have a question. So if I have a crypto.com on my phone from projects way back with you and Thomas, is that wise to just get rid of that and then start all over so I know that I'm fresh and know what? No, I'm
I
saying
don't
No.
think
this
I
hand.
don't think
No.
there's any reason to.
Okay.
Just make sure that you're all backed up and whatnot, like she was saying, right? Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right, Thomas. I've had this account for 8+ years. You know,
And well, and let me say something else to that, Deb. Is many times they're holding up people's accounts because they're not long-term accounts, you see?
Gotcha. Okay.
So it might be a bonus for you. I don't know that. It might be use or whatever, but whatever they factor in, it's always a little helpful there. And by the way, any other leaders, if you have a better answer or an addition to our answers, that's why you're all co-hosted. Help us, help us. But Deb, that's my opinion. There was years that like I didn't use crypto.com and went back to it. You know,
Right.
maybe I was using other things like blockchain or other maybe I was in a company that was focusing and connected to something else, and then I'd
Right.
come back to yeah.
Okay. Because I had the two authentication. I mean, you guys set us up so great way back. I just was compounded ignorant. I didn't even know that I didn't know until now. So that's why I'm trying to catch up. And, when we were talking about passwords, I wanted to ask you, you kept saying, put in your password, put in your password. And so I was trying to follow which password you were putting in at the very end.
it's a 6-digit passcode. So it'd be just 6 different numbers that you
From
would have used for
For-
crypto.com.
Crypto.com. Okay. That's what I was wondering. That's the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Great job. It's just putting all the pieces together, and I'm kind of a process procedure. Start here, here's our goal. This is step, yeah, and why we're doing it and where we're going. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Here's what's great about the recordings, if I wouldn't have got it when I was doing with her, I was all prepared to go back to the recording and get it done this afternoon because then I could start, stop, right?
Amen. Preach it.
Preach it.
Andrea,
Preach.
do you know if we can change, like if I can coordinate both of mine to the same password?
That I don't know.
I set up the same password on both.
I know, but mine's been set up like Deb, it's for years, and
Okay.
I don't know how I got 2 different passwords, but I can remember one, but the other one I always have to look up. So I just wondered if there was a way of changing them.
Andrea?
That I don't know. But I will say the support on Crypto.com, when you click on it, you might think, oh, I got to talk to another chatbot. If you just answer a few of their questions and say live support, they will bring an agent on and they will walk you through everything. They will help you. It might take a little bit longer, like between 5 minutes between each response, but they will help you until it's solved.
Awesome. Thanks.
So you're welcome.
Now, I'm not sure if Crypto.com does this, but my experience that I've had with changing passwords, not having to do your 12-word seed phrase and all of that. When someone would want to change their password, sorry, I'll get this right in a second. They wanted to change their password on their wallet, but in order to do that, they would have to, when they requested, did forgot password, they had to have their 12-word seed phrase to get back in there, and then they could reset their password. It was kind of a lengthy process, but that's what I've run into. Now, that's not with Crypto.com. I'm not sure if they do it, but just want to let you know that might be a possibility. So you want to make sure you have your seed words handy if you have to do that when you get to doing forgot password, so you can change it.
And Sarah, I'm going to look at something like Candace is still talking, but I think even on Crypto.com, if you just go to your settings, and if you go to your settings and then security and privacy, you could just click on reset passcode.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Going once.
Amazing job. You all should be able to unmute anytime if you want to say thank you. But tomorrow, Mr. Brian Frazier, then Corey Moran. I almost said it bad. I don't know.
Wow.
How did I do that, Corey?
Easy for you to say.
I'm gonna get in trouble this morning, but with one of my favorite people. Oh my Jiminy Christmas. So and then if anybody wants to volunteer for Friday, please do so. We want to hear more. Again, we're going to do this till the end of the month. No matter if we're going to maybe do a repeat. Maybe we can get Andrea sometime next week to zip through all three again or something, or do something like that, or any recaps by the other people or whatnot. Anyways, the ideas are endless. Whatever will help you and your teammates get to buying, selling, trading, swapping, using a crypto more often, we want you on here. Please don't think, if you're doing something that's easy for you and you haven't seen it on here, don't you want everybody else to have that privilege? That's what we're hoping for. So please volunteer if you would like. We would like to have you. Plus, it's stepping up and stepping out a little bit, and all that good stuff. So, love everything. I also think that we can find it all using the dots on WhatsApp, but I think we'll take the recordings, try to condense them all in one place on WhatsApp, because that's just what I work off of. But on the same thing, but also you can do the same for yourself. So know that we're very appreciative of Andrea putting that together again for us today. Congratulations on stepping up and stepping out. You've done a great job. We appreciate it. If you getting on here late, get the recording, and she will teach. Get the recording, and you can stop and start and stop and start and all that good stuff. And thank you, Andrea. Everybody say thank you to Andrea.
And I will have part 1 written out on the slideshow, and I'll share all of the slide deck too for everybody.
Great job,
Thank
Andrea.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you.
You're